Anyone who's in the tax world, who's a tax practitioner, CPA, attorney, enrolled agent, or any professional who does and deals with the taxing authorities would benefit from this conference and the theory learned here as well as the application of the theory.
All levels of staff. For myself, I bring my staff, whether it's a person that has 1 to 2 years experience or someone that has practiced for 20 or 30 years.
I think any tax practitioner, and I'm talking about whether you're a CPA, you're an EA, you're an accountant, you're an attorney, if you're practicing tax, even if you're not practicing tax controversy and procedure, you need to know something about how the tax procedure and collection process works. I think the benefits of being a tax lawyer or a tax practitioner and being able to do tax controversy work is that it never ends. So when a recession comes, your practice doesn't slow down. If anything, it increases. Why? Because people don't pay their taxes. They need help in figuring out how they're going to pay their taxes. That's where you come into play. So I think it's a mistake for any tax practitioner not to have a basic understanding of tax procedure and controversy work.
Actually, someone who either knows nothing or someone who's got advanced knowledge in the tax areas would equally benefit from this conference, because the conference has sort of a nuts and bolts aspect to it, but it also has the latest and cutting edge techniques being used by tax practitioners across the United States. And then you hear from the government officials sort of the inside scoop of what's going on from their perspective, which gives you an invaluable advantage, shall we say, over people who don't attend this conference.
One of the great things about the conference, unlike a lot of other conferences across the country, it is solely dedicated to 1 full day of IRS controversy, both procedural and administrative issues, where a lot of the other conferences will have 1 or 2 sessions within a 1 or 2 day conference. Here we have the entire day dedicated to it.
I think we're really lucky to have a conference like this in Southern California. We have had the USC Tax Institute for years, which is more about tax planning and estate planning, but there are a lot of us that do a lot of tax controversy work, and which is, I think, a huge part of tax lawyers' practices nowadays. And but for this conference, I don't think there's any other conference that could feed us near as much information in the same amount of time.
On one hand, this conference has a lot of sophistication to it because you have a lot of very experienced people. But on the other hand, you have a number of younger lawyers, younger CPAs, who come here and they get exposed to issues that are very important to their practices. So I think this conference is good for everyone.
It's a chance for the regular, or I should say the private practitioner, to get together with government attorneys, and I think it's really helpful in terms of the give and take, in terms of what their positions are on certain things versus our position on certain things. And it's nice to meet in an informal place like this where we're not dealing in court or an adversarial position.
Whether you're experienced or whether you're somebody who's brand new, you're exposed to whatever the hot issues of the day are, which is important, but you're exposed to your colleagues, you're exposed to the people from the government. You really get to know the environment that you'll be working in. This really has a benefit for anybody in the tax business in the LA area, in the California area, and the western part of the country.